Oh my gosh, you did it. You have a first draft. Congratulations. Yes. Okay. You're getting there. See, I told you we would get through this. You're getting through it right now. It's happening. So second draft time. So here's the thing about the second draft. I don't actually want you to spend a lot of time like editing yet. That's later. Editing is when we're polishing things. This second draft is actually still about content. It's still about what's in the essay. So here's what I want you to do. Let's say your essay, your first draft is like 650 words. Maybe it's 500. That's okay. Maybe it's 2,000. Also fine. All of this is totally okay. Here's what I want you to do. I want you to read through this first draft of your essay. And I want you to keep your eyes peeled for any time when you read a sentence and you go, oh, that's good. That was a good one. And when I'm doing this with my students, when we're going through these drafts, I am the one reading the essay and I will say, okay, this sentence here, like where you talked about how kind your gym teacher was to you or how kind your theater teacher was to you or something like that. The way you structured this sentence, amazing. Love that. And that is super important to like look for the points where you're like, ooh, that's good, because we're going to place those sentences very carefully. Those can either be hooks to paragraphs, they can be the point of the paragraph, everything leading up to that sentence, or you can design an additional paragraph around it. So just look for things that make you go, woohoo, and that's the one. Those are helpful. So keep those. Maybe you want to expand on those ideas. Maybe that has offered you some insight that you didn't have before. All of those are possible. So keep on the lookout for those. The other thing I want you to do, okay, this is fun. And everybody's always like, oh my gosh, can't believe it. There is a term you might have learned in AP Lit or AP Lang or whatever called in medias res. It means in the middle of things. And what that means is that your essay starts not in like, hi, my name is Nathaniel. I was a Boy Scout camp counselor for a while. This is whatever. It starts with the kid really didn't want to come down from the climbing tower. It's in the middle of the story. So I can start with the kid really didn't want to come down from the climbing tower. And already it's super interesting. I'm like ready to go. What climbing tower? What's the context? What's going on? And my reader is already invested in the story. So just take a look at your first paragraph, especially. And usually it's like halfway through that first paragraph, or maybe even the second paragraph, where we really start to get into the action. And I want you to start the essay with the action. Okay. So make sure that you're in medias res, and that you are starting with this action so that you can just go tick, 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 and that means you'll also tell the story faster. And I guarantee that a lot of the setup, a lot of the exposition that you thought you needed to set the stage, you don't actually need. Because what's really important with these essays is concision, making things happen very quickly and very elegantly with as few words as possible, because you don't have that many words. You only have 650 words for this essay. So it's very important. So on your second draft, expand on some ideas that you found that you're like, ooh, that's a good idea. And I also want you to look and see if there is evident transformation or change from the beginning of the essay to the end. Is it clear that you started in a place and then ended in a different place, having learned something or grown or changed in some way? It's a little hero's journey we're getting in there, because that is what's fun and dramatic about these essays, is that you get to see someone change in 650 words. So give that a shot. And if you're like, there's no change here, just see what you can do to make the two end points really different. See how different you can make them. And if you do see some change, I do want you to dial it up a little bit more. Make it more evident how you've changed or what was important to you or how you altered your behavior after this situation. Give that a shot for your second draft. It might be longer. That's okay. But don't worry too much about the grammar editing stuff yet. That's still to come. So go ahead and write a second draft. Go for it.